Rina here, and today we will be playing Jisei. Well, let's get started. I know almost nothing about this game, so it should be pretty interesting. Whoever said that your life flashes before your eyes when you die should be shot. Then maybe he'd see what it's really like. When you die, there are only two things. The first is the sudden and terrifying realization that you are dying. The second thing is the final wish. As a person dies, there's always one last thing they wish they could do before they pass on. Sometimes it's as simple as wanting to say goodbye to a loved one, but usually it's a wish full of pain and regret. It's a wish for a life lived better, an angry word taken back, or a promise kept. A wish that will never be granted. Yeah, death sucks. Every single time. But I've experienced so many, I'm kinda numb to the whole thing by now. That's not to say I'm comfortable with it, I'm just used to it. After all, experiencing death is the story of my life. Such a morbid opening. Okay.
Calling to the one. Can you hear me? Relive my dying moments.
Our song glides the wind, the words echo, falling on deaf ears. The translation is lost in a deep void remains. The songs of mystery, the desperate lyrics unveil the wise and cold, but still no resolution.
Our voices call out to you. No one who unveils the truth. No one whose senses are applied.
Worlds are unrest within sight.
That was a really interesting opening, I guess. Where am I? I blink slowly, trying to get my bearings. This place doesn't look familiar. Then again, it's been 3 years since anything has looked familiar to me. I yawn as my mind slowly clears. The room I'm in is filled with the scent of freshly ground coffee. I hear something. A machine? Steam? Right, I'm in a coffee shop in some city called Edgewater. It's my second day in this city. Judging from the empty cup on the table in front of me, I stopped here for a coffee because I was getting sleepy. And then I fell asleep. Typical. I guess even a triple shot mocha latte isn't enough to keep me up these days. Oh. I wonder if I should get another one. Why not? I head over to the counter. No one else is in the line since it's still afternoon. The girl at the counter grins as soon as she sees me.
Did you have a nice nap?
You saw me?
Don't worry, you weren't snoring or anything. But I'd wipe that drool off your face if I were you.
What?
I'm kidding.
Meanie.
You're fine.
She laughs and winks at me.
So, what can I get for you?
Ugh,
Whoa, are you
I
okay?
don't think so. Yeah.
You look like you want to hurl.
Why am I feeling this now? There shouldn't be any reason.
Hey, if you're not feeling well, the bathrooms are down that hallway.
Yeah, thanks. I grab the counter for support and stumble off in the direction she's pointing. My head is hurting even more now. If I'm feeling this sick, it can only mean one thing. Someone has died. Okay. Doesn't sound too nice. As I walk down the hallway, I see the door to the woman's women's bathroom is wide open. You're kidding. No, don't think I am. I wish this were a joke, but the incessant throbbing in my head tells me otherwise. Lying on the tile floor of the woman's bathroom is the corpse of a woman. I enter the restroom, gagging at the smell of the restroom's flowery perfume and disinfectant. The knife sticking out of her chest doesn't make me terribly optimistic about what I'm about to do next. I hope she died quickly, otherwise this is going to wind up being very unpleasant. I glance around quickly to make sure no one is looking before I reach forward and touch her arm. I brace myself for the sudden pain in my chest, but it never comes. I can't breathe. I try to open my mouth, but it refuses to open. Something's on my face. I want to tear it away, but someone is holding me down. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I only wish that. As I open my eyes, I instinctively grasp for air. I know I wasn't actually suffocating, but it's still a reflex. My brain always remembers the pain of every death I experience, even though none of them are mine. I'm suddenly aware of someone staring at me from the hallway.
What did you do?
A woman is standing behind me, staring in horror at the dead body lying on the restroom floor. I didn't. Wait! I sigh and hang my head. This isn't going to end well. Then again, it never does.
Hey, kid! Move away from the body!
A man strides briskly down the hallway towards me. His voice and demeanor are sharp, fluid, and commanding. Even without the uniform, it's obvious he's some sort of man of the law. Considering what he's wearing, I'd guess police officer. I guess that too. I think the stars on the collar would have gave it away. Sorry, officer. I promise I didn't move anything. He looks surprised.
Officer?
Oh, you're not? Sorry, my dad was a police officer, and you look kinda like him. I mean, you carry yourself the same way.
Your dad was an officer? Which precinct?
He sounds skeptical. I guess I can't blame him. I don't remember. It was a while back when we still lived in Los Angeles. He raises a knowing eyebrow as if he's just caught me in a lie, but he doesn't comment on it.
I see. Well, why don't you come with
Sure.
me?
Didn't do it though. I follow the officer back into the main area of the shop. The woman who first saw me is standing by one of the tables looking shaken. The only other people in the shop are the girl who works here and a guy who looks like he's in college.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like your attention for a moment. I'm Detective Mikolaj Gursky.
The detective pauses for a moment. It looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
Unfortunately, a dead body has just been discovered on this premises.
What? But how? I mean, who?
I don't know who. I think that's what we'll find
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the situation yet. Because of this, I'm going to have to ask you all to stay here until the police come.
Until they come? You mean the police aren't here yet? What about you?
I'm technically not on duty right now, I just happen to be here.
out. Duty for us.
I see.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with each of you separately for just a little bit. It'll help move the investigation along if I can start collecting information now. Is
Do
that
I have
okay?
any other choice?
Sure, anything to help.
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Yes, it's fine.
What about you, kid?
It's fine with me.
Right. Then we'll start with you. Come with me, please.
Detective Gursky motions for me to follow him to the hallway away from the rest of the coffee shop. As we walk down the hallway, I can't help but stare at the body in the bathroom. Detective Gursky glances at me and gently kicks the door of the bathroom. It swings in and bounces gently off the wall, closing with a soft thud.
How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess.
You just saw a dead body and look fine?
When you put it that way, it sounds pretty suspicious. He frowns at me.
Never mind. Let's just start with your name.
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because I'd rather not.
An officer of the law is asking you a question.
Then I plead the fifth.
The Fifth Amendment is only applicable to testifying under oath in a court of law or other tribunal.
Then I invoke my Miranda rights. Detective Gursky stares at me impassively. It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but I doubt he's pleased.
Fine, no name then. Why don't you tell me what happened today?
You mean about when I found the body?
Anything you think is pertinent?
Well, I came in here around noon today. I ordered a coffee, drank it, then fell asleep.
You fell asleep after you drank a
Yeah,
triple
don't
shot
you?
mocha latte?
Thought everyone did. How do you know what I drank? Oh, well now. Detective Gursky nods at the empty cup on the table where I was sleeping.
Saw you snoozing when I came in.
Typical.
The mocha latte checkbox is checked off on the side of the cup, and the maroon sleeve around the cup is only used for triple
Well,
shots.
someone is smart.
I am a detective, you know.
And a serious one at that. He's even reading my drinks when he's off duty. Well, I woke up 10 minutes ago, I guess. Maybe less. Gursky glances at the clock on the wall.
So, around 2:40, you'd say.
Yes. I guess so. I was just about to get another drink when I suddenly started to feel sick.
Ah, yes, I did see you looking a little ill when you were at the counter.
The girl at the counter told me I should go to the bathroom, and when I went, I saw the body lying there.
What were you doing in the women's bathroom?
You don't need to know that. It's my own business. The door was already open. I saw her from the hallway, taking the fun out of my statements.
Did you touch her?
Maybe. Even if I say no, they'll probably find my prints on her anyway. Yes.
And why were you touching her?
I wanted to see if she was okay. I didn't know she was dead at the time. The detective nods understandably, but I doubt he believes me. But didn't she have a knife in her chest? So, whatever. Any idiot could have seen the knife in that woman's chest from at least 10 feet away. Getting ahead of myself.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Ooh, my first choice. There's something weird about all of this, but I should keep it to myself for now. Not really.
Then please wait in the main area.
Sure. Detective Gursky follows me and turns to the rest of the people in the coffee shop.
Would anyone like to go next?
I'll go.
The woman raises her hand timidly, and Detective Gursky nods at her.
Then follow me.
I sink down into one of the chairs and close my eyes. This doesn't make any sense. The woman in the restroom has a knife in her chest. No doubt. But in my vision, she was being suffocated. Then again, my vision did cut off before it finished. That woman interrupted me. I wish I could read the body again, but I am sure to get caught if I even try to get close to that body. And that'd be a whole new shitload of trouble. Somehow, it doesn't really seem worth the risk. I guess I'll just have to approach this from a different angle. Oh, okay. Let's examine the room, I guess. The cafe is small and clean, with a series of paintings on the walls and a display stand featuring expensive bags of coffee. To the side, there's a hallway that leads to the bathrooms. There's also a kitchen in the back, but I can't see it from here. Think I want to save real quick. That sounds like a good idea. Move? I should probably stay put for now. I doubt Gursky wants me to wander off or bother him. Guess I have have no other choice but to talk. Let's start with the boy. Across the room, the college boy is typing away on his laptop. He pauses to glance at a pile of notes on the table next to him. He's still doing homework at a time like this. Why not? Nothing better to do. He looks up and we briefly make eye contact.
Is something wrong?
Not really, you just look really calm, all things considered. He glances to the side nervously.
Actually, I'm pretty freaked out. But it hasn't really set in, you know? Part of me is hoping this is all just a hidden camera show
I
or
doubt
something.
It would be a lot nicer if that were the case.
I'm sorry. You're the one who found the body, right?
Yeah. He's silent for a moment.
Is it scary? Seeing a dead
Apparently
body,
I'm
I
used to
mean.
it, so, I guess most people would be pretty terrified to see a dead body, especially one that's obviously been murdered. Yeah.
You look pretty calm too, you know?
Oh, I guess I do.
My name's Kizaki. What about you?
I'd rather not. Kizaki blinks and stares off into the distance for a moment. It looks like he's spacing out. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm
He
fine.
laughs nervously before smiling warmly at me.
It's okay if you don't want to say your name.
What should I ask? Let's ask what he's doing here. So what are you doing here anyway?
Studying.
He nods at the pile of paper scattered across the table.
I have an exam soon, and I come here a lot since it's a quiet place with no
He
distractions.
sighs.
So much for that.
If he has an exam, then he's probably is in college after all. Are you in college?
Yeah, but I'm only a part-time student. Even community college is expensive. I have to keep a part-time job just to stay
I know the
afloat.
feeling. What do you do?
It's kinda hard to explain. I guess you could say I'm a sort of
Sort of?
errand boy? I do odd jobs, fetch things, occasionally make tea for my boss.
Oh, fun.
Stuff like that.
I see. Well, if he was here before, maybe he was here when the woman came in? Can you remember anything about the woman who died?
I'm afraid I was pretty caught up in my work. I didn't really notice much about anyone else.
Nothing at all?
Well, I think she may have been looking for someone. When she came in, she looked around a bit like she was expecting to see someone. I remember wondering if she was looking for you, and you just didn't notice her because you were asleep.
Wow, is there anyone in this coffee shop who didn't watch me sleep? No, everyone likes to watch you sleep, dude. Nothing wrong with that. Do you think the killer is still here? Kizaki suddenly turns pale.
Killer? I thought she died from a heart attack or something. Oh no, this is even
He
worse.
looks like he's about to start crying. Whoa.
What if the murderer is still here? What if we're all gonna be picked off one by one until there's no one left?
Well, I don't think this is a horror movie, so... I really don't think that's the case. Besides, it's not as if we're trapped on a remote island or anything. I point at Kizaki's laptop. You're even connected to the internet.
Oh yeah.
He suddenly looks a lot more relieved.
I guess I overreacted.
Just a bit. Just a bit. No kidding.
But it's still really creepy to think that someone was killed here. I hope that detective figures it out soon.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, nothing at all. Detective Gursky approaches us. The woman he was speaking with trails closely behind him. As soon as she sees me, she quickly looks away.
No, we're not doing anything in particular.
Kizaki's voice trails off as he speaks. He looks uncomfortable.
Right. In that case, would you please come with me?
Oh, yeah.
Kizaki follows Detective Gursky to the hallway. About earlier.
Don't touch me.
Whoa. The woman glares at me, her eyes laced with disgust.
I saw what you
I
did.
didn't do anything. I found her like that. The woman frowns at me.
Just don't speak to me.
She's fine, I won't. She sits down and folds her arms, glaring at me from across the room. I guess I should leave her alone. The girl who works at the shop is sitting a few tables away from me, staring at the ground. She looks up and notices that I'm looking in her direction.
Surreal, isn't it?
Huh?
Knowing you're in the same building as a dead body, I mean.
She smiles apologetically at me.
By the way, my name's Chance.
Chance? That sounds like such a fake name. Well... Do you know anything about the woman who died?
Nothing comes to mind. I saw her go to the bathroom earlier, but I wasn't paying
That's a
attention.
good employee.
Still, I think I would have recognized her if she was someone I knew.
Do you remember what time you saw her?
Maybe around 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
O'clock. What makes you think it was 2?
Well, my shift starts around then, and she came in a little bit after I did.
Sounds a little legit.
She looked like a secretary, so I thought it was weird that she'd come during working hours.
I see. You have a rather unusual name. She laughs.
I get that a lot. The truth is, I changed my name. My parents named me
Yeah,
Bertha.
I like Chance better.
That's not exactly a good name for a famous singer.
You're a famous singer?
Not yet, but I want to be. I know it's a crazy dream, but I'm willing to take the chance.
Okay.
That's why I chose that name. Get it? Chance? I'm pretty
I
cheesy,
think it's
huh?
pretty cute. Maybe not cheesy, but I think the name Bertha actually means famous. So really, you had a good name in the first place.
Really? I didn't know that.
Thanks.
You're pretty smart.
Not particularly. I just like to pay attention to names and what they mean.
That's cool. I know someone just like
I
you.
seriously doubt that. You know what? I'll leave the suspense here for right now, and you know what? I will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe. See you guys around. Bye bye.